guys, welcome back. So in today's video we are going to be doing this easy pink and purple glitter skull makeup tutorial for Halloween, of course. I mean, if you don't want to wear this on Halloween, you do you, boo. I commend you. But I'm really excited. I'm really happy with the way that it came out. I've had this look in my head for a while now, for a few weeks, and I'm really obsessed with the way that this came out. Obviously, yours is going to look a little bit different than mine and vice versa because we all have different noses, different face shapes, different bone structure, all that stuff. So don't be discouraged if yours doesn't look exactly like mine. It's okay. I don't even want it to look exactly like mine. You follow your bone structure, you follow your features, and this look is super easy. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, I also want to mention that real quick. I know that I did say it in a video or two that I had an upload schedule, which was Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That is going to change. I just want to address that. I know I look like a weirdo. I know I look like this and I'm addressing that, but I just wanted to address that because the first 2 weeks were fine, and then just like now it just feels like, wow, I need to get a video out, and I don't want to feel forced or rushed to put a video out. I will upload twice a week, so make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you guys can get that notification. I'm not too sure on days, but I just wanted to let you guys know. Because I did state that I did state in a video that I did have an upload schedule, and I just wanted to let you guys know that that's going to change, but you will have a video from me 2 times a week, and if I'm feeling it, maybe a third. It just depends on how I'm filming and how I feel and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I have a lot of looks in mind, so don't forget to subscribe, and I'm just gonna stop blabbing now. If you guys want to see this look, let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, just a fair warning, I jump around from, different things in this video, so just bear with me. This step is completely optional. I really didn't think I was going to go in with foundation, but I did. So I put my concealer before I put my foundation, but you can do it as normal. I used the Tart Shape Tape and the Maybelline Matte&Poreless foundation. And now to set everything, I'm using my RCMA No Color Powder. After setting my whole entire face, we are going to go onto the eyes. When I blended out the concealer, I did drag it onto my lid to prime it. So I'm grabbing Makeup Geek Single Eyeshadow in the shade Cupcake, and we're blending this messily into the crease. Next, I'm grabbing a Morphe eyeshadow on a Morphe M433 brush. This is in the shade Magical Magenta ES58, and I'm messily throwing that into the crease on top of Cupcake and onto the lid. I'm also flicking it up towards the brow bone. Not the brow bone, the front of the brow where all those hairs are, and I'm even dragging a little bit on the sides of my nose. And then I'm going to go in with another Morphe eyeshadow in the shade Rosewood ES59 and stick that mostly in my crease. Next, I'm grabbing the black from my Kat Von D Shade Light Eye palette, and I'm throwing this in my outer crease and in my inner crease. I'm taking it on a MAC 217 and really blending it out. You can honestly go in with a purple because once the black is blended out, that's pretty much what it looks like. But I just decided to grab a black because we are going to build it up later on. Right here, I'm taking a pencil brush and I'm throwing it right on top of those pinks that we did going up towards the front of the brow. I was going for like an angry kind of look. I just wanted a lot of smokiness and definition to the eyes. I'm really just taking my time going in with that black, going in with that pink, vice versa. I just keep on blending the color out and adding more color as I go. And then in the middle of it, I was just really undecided on what I wanted to do with my brows. I didn't know if I wanted to put glitter on them or whatever, but I did just decide to go ahead and fill them in. I'm using my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade number 6, I believe. And then I'm just going to go back in with the pink and the black and start feathering it up even in the front of my brow. Now I'm just going back over with those 2 pink shades just to really blend everything together. And then I decided I wanted some glitter, so I'm grabbing this Eye Candy Cosmetics glitter. I'm not too sure of this shade. I think it's like Raspberry Blast or something. I will leave it down below. But I'm putting that RCMA powder on underneath just so when we have some fallout, we can wipe it away and it doesn't stick. Even though we did set, I just wanted to do this as precaution. And I'm taking the Eye Candy Cosmetics Liquid Sugar and pretty much just mixing the 2 together and throwing that right over top of that pink lid that we got going on, and I feel like this really made the look. You guys can totally do whatever you want to the eyes. It's completely optional, but then I went back in with that pink and that black mixed in a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with some winged liner because I thought, go big or go home, right? So I'm using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner in black, obviously. And then I just applied a few coats of mascara. I'm using the Benefit Rollerlash, and I applied some falsies, and yeah. I applied Intoxicating Lashes by Flutter, and now we're going to go ahead and move on to the face. So we're going to start carving out and sketching out like our cheekbone area. I'm going to go ahead and grab this Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade Bedrock, and I'm grabbing a Morphe M508 to start sketching out. I really didn't know what shape I wanted. I wanted to be like, you know, fun. Like I didn't want to like follow my cheekbone, but I didn't want to like, you know, completely make it up, if that makes sense. So once I got like that basic pattern down, I really just tried to make sure that both sides were even and like the same height and the same like curve and everything like that. And then I just started mixing Rosewood and Magical Magenta in together and started really blending it all in. I just, you know, kept on adding colors. You can see better here. I'm using a Sigma E40. I'm going in with Magical Magenta by Morphe, Rosewood by Morphe, and I'm also grabbing another shade. It's called Orchid, and it is the number ES42, again by Morphe, and I pretty much just mix them all together. This bright color right here, this bright pink I'm using on that Real Techniques brush is Orchid, and it really is pretty. Right here, I'm just going back in with Bedrock, and I'm pretty much just blending it towards where I want like that line to be, like that contour line. I'm making that the darkest, and then I'm just going to fade everything out with that pink and purple. But of course, I decided to skip around, and I'm going in with this NYX liner again, and I'm trying to like carve out my nose, but I didn't even like it. But I'm going to keep it in here because I'm going to tell you guys, I got frustrated because I didn't know what color I wanted to do. I thought black was just way too harsh because I am filling it in with this Mehron face palette. I thought the black was way too harsh, so I let it dry, and then I mixed my red and blue from the same Mehron palette to make a purple. I let the black dry, and then I pretty much just put it on top of purple, and I like the way that that came out better. So I just wanted you guys to know that I didn't like something and I fixed it. But now I'm jumping back to the eyes because I felt like I needed to finish the eyes to really get like that whole sunken in skull-like definition and depth to my face. I felt like I was just missing that, so that's why I keep jumping around here. But I'm grabbing that black and throwing that really closely to my lower lash line and then blending it really far down with all the pinks that we used over the lid and on the cheekbones as well. And then again, I'm skipping to my temples. I'm grabbing the shade Orchid from Morphe and I'm carving out my temples. And I am going to keep this clip in here because I did mess up after. I decided to take Bedrock and I wanted to shade it in, but instead of shading it in, I like traced it out, and it was really hard to blend this out. I am using the wrong brush at first, but it was really hard to blend this out. But I did decide to keep this in to show you guys that I did make a mistake and I did try my best to fix it. But on the other side, I just went in with Bedrock on a fluffy blending brush and blended it in that way, and it looked so much better. Jumping back to the nose, I'm grabbing another Eye Candy Cosmetics glitter and the Liquid Sugar glitter adhesive. And this glitter is in the shade, I believe, Tiny Tart. It's a really nice purple iridescent shade. And I'm throwing this on top of my nose, kind of having like those cracks like radiate down into glitter. I don't know, I was just feeling it. I actually really like the way that it came out, especially on my nose, considering I didn't really like my nose to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And then what I did is I decided to take a little bit of Bedrock and a little bit of Magical Magenta mixed together on a pencil brush and like kind of leave a little space and then draw a little like light line, kind of to make a little bit more dimension and make it a little like seem like it's popping out a little bit. I don't really know, kind of make it look like it's dirty, like a dirty skull, like, you know, but I wanted to keep it in with that purple and grayish and pink tones, if you will. I'm so bad at explaining this. I'm also throwing a little bit underneath my lip and then on my chin as well. I did add a little bit around my nose too. Grabbing my NYX liquid liner, I'm just going to go ahead and draw my teeth, which are pretty much just lines. The teeth are actually the easiest part of this look. And then I'm going back in with that glitter, and I'm throwing that right over my top of the temple. This is the temple that I messed up on, so I was like, let me add some glitter to it to hide it up. And I really liked the way that it looked, so I added it to the other side as well. And then I looked at my face and I said, why not? So I added a little bit of glitter to both of like the contour lines. And then I'm going in with the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit. I'm adding Pink Heart. You really can't see it on camera. I'm not too sure why you can't really see it that great on camera, but I'm adding Pink Heart to my cheekbones. And then I go in with, I believe, Purple Horseshoe, and I just throw that to my Cupid's bow and on top of my cheekbones again and on my nose, and yeah. And once you've done that, this look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye! Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be this look that I'm wearing right now.